Alright guys, tournament prep time. We're going to do some practice on tours 7 and 8. Those are the holes. Tours will find the holes for this tournament. I think we're just going to stick with the bag we used most of the last tournament for right now. I know a lot of you guys in this current prep group have clubs that are going to be a lot better than these. So, we'll have to we'll have to work on your adjustments on the Monday practice round, which is why I want you guys to purposely not qualify on Monday and just use that 9 holes to practice, because last time the prep group, a lot of the guys were newer to the pro tournaments and had clubs similar or even less than these. They could kind of copy the adjustments that they wanted to use, kind of, word for word. I know that Jeffrey, you got a Thor 6, so I mean, obviously you're going to have a lot more range than what Extra Mile 7 has. And then, I remember when you guys had an Apoc 4, so you're going to have a lot more curl. You're not going to have to try to play so much side spin and it's come as close on a couple of shots. But, we'll work out all that stuff. This is just going to kind of be a journal. Let's just play the holes and take a look at them. Hopefully we get lots of tournament holes and not, other holes. Yeah, get started. See what we got. This is my son's old account. He used to play Golf Clash, but now he's graduated to playing PUBG full-time and doesn't really play Golf Clash anymore. So it's kind of convenient that he left an account right where we needed to be tour-wise for us to do a little practice on there. All right, we got James. Tournament hole in the whammies. Ah, here we go. Perfect. This is one of the tournament holes. And one that I definitely am glad we have. The Guardian equipped.
Perfect shot!
Now, as you see, I was not shy with the side spin, which is why, when you guys play this hole, I mean, the tighter you hug to that right side, the less chance of it getting a bad bounce, and also the tighter you hold to the right side, the closer you'll be on your next shot. We saw Tommy's shot; he had to overpower it a lot. That was also, a non-hurting wind. If we get a wind that's this low, whether it's hurting or helping, that would be great. If you get like a 6 or 7 in our face, or I don't think you'll see this in pro. I think you'll see it in an expert on masters. But if you get a wind that's blowing away from the fairway, blowing towards the left, then we'll have to maybe take a look at even.
Great shot!
If the side spin and curl isn't enough. I mean, you guys with the Apocalypse 4 or better could totally get away with just using the club's natural curl, especially if you have landscape mode. If you're playing with like an EX7 like this, and the wind was blowing, let's say 8 miles an hour to the left, we might have to look at missing the target. Maybe not the full power hook shot, but purposely missing on the right side to get us a little extra curl. All right. Hold that into the wind a little bit, I think.
Perfect shot!
Nope, we didn't play enough wind.
Nice on!
But, I mean, that's the general idea, and it's always a good safe shot. It's just kind of one bounce off that one right there. If you get the wind adjustment down with your Guardian, you can get that one to drop. I got it to drop in the last tournament this hole was used as one of them. It was actually a pretty similar wind to that. Hopefully he can kind of go off of my adjustment there and maybe better it a little bit. Using a Quasar though, so he's gonna have a little bit more of a, there we go, a little overpowered. Perfect.
Perfect shot!
That might be okay. Nope. He also did not play enough wind. But nice and safe. Yeah,
Nice
this is why This is going to be one of those tournaments. Like last time, you could pretty much play the Guardian the entire time, especially here the Max Guardian. You know, pretty much it's got the distance and the backspin, no matter what the hole last tournament. This one,
Birdie!
different. I think we're going to see a healthy mix of Guardian and Sniper. I know the Asian Tour Par 5, where the water, the little river runs all the way along it. You know, you can either rough bump right in front of it for the Albatross or hop over that little peninsula to the right. That shot's definitely better with a Sniper than a Guardian.
Birdie!
Especially going for the rough bump. The easier wind adjustment, the accuracy, the extra ball guide. It's just, that's, you know, a better shot for that club. I haven't seen this one in a few tournaments. And I've actually only ever taken this shot with a Sniper, so let's see if we can hone it in with this Guardian. Let's see what that gets us. Oh, and a
Great shot.
Too much backspin. Way too much.
Nice on.
Opponent should definitely be able to beat that. I don't think this is one of the tournament holes this time. I have not looked at the entire guide yet, to be honest. Been a very busy couple of days. But you know, I've been trying to give you guys, as Tommy's been producing his little vid, so we can all kind of start to memorize the order in which the holes are in. Another thing in tournaments where we switch lots of club, you know, I told this to my last guys, where we're switching clubs often. It's a good habit to be in. Play every hole like an individual hole, which means after every hole, go back and double check what clubs you have equipped, balls. Can't tell you how many times someone's like, you know, I used a quarterback for this
Great
one hole
shot.
because it was super accurate and it was a short hole. Then they come to the long par 5 and they're like, oh, I still had the quarterback equipped. And now they can't reach the long par 5. Good game, buddy. I guess we'll take it. Alright, James wants to play again. Want to play again, James? Nope. No worries. What? Peanut gallery over here. Unrelated to our stream though. So. Oh, okay. I remember this hole from Tour 10. Can we get over there? Probably not. If you have the wind, you can get over there, or maybe if you had a better club. I don't think we can do that right here. So we'll try to do this.
Perfect shot.
I think we'll be okay. We nicked a tiny bit of rough right there. Might have been one too many side spin. I think we're safe. I think we can reach from there. If he tries to go to the right, especially with EM6, I don't think he'll make it. Nope, he's going to try to follow us. When the other plays, you can go to the right but lay up short and hope to high heavens that you get the tailwind and not a headwind on the next shot, especially with the level of clubs we're playing with right here.
Great shot.
Huh? He did that better than we did. Good job. What kind of music is this? I just used one of those random music guys. Oh, we got the tail end, so he could have laid up. Alright, I don't think we're going to try to get too cute with this shot.
Perfect shot.
Yeah, about as close as you're going to get on that one. That's a really hard shot to actually get the drop from over there.
Nice on.
Well, anytime someone says you're good, throw them the shades. I honestly think he was being legitimate and just saying, you know, you're a good player, but especially because he sees the child's profile. Maybe he's trying to build up his confidence or telling him that, you know, you're good for a kid. I don't know. No way for them to know it's an adult, but even when someone's being a smart ass, I'm like, oh, you're good. I still throw them the shades. It works both ways. It's either like a cool way to say thanks, buddy, or it's a, you know, if they're being buttholes and like, oh, you're good, then you can be like, hey,
Perfect
I'm
shot.
cooler than you. Either or. Oh no, oh, piece of bunker. Go back, emojis. Damn your emojis. I'm trying to cry for him. Whee! Go behind the hole. Let's give him a chance to make this shot. Well, no, don't make this shot. Let's give him a chance to go to a shootout. And he's trying to make the shot. I know a lot of people don't get this, and he probably won't make it anyway, but if someone misses on purpose, don't try to make the shot. It's a jerk move. Oh, well, maybe he missed that on purpose. Maybe he's not being a jerk. Or maybe he just missed it. We'll never know. But seriously, if someone misses a putt just so you can decide the match in the shootout instead of the regulation, don't be a butthole and try to make the chip. Because that makes people not want to do that anymore.
Birdie.
Now granted, I mean, yeah, he's unbeknownst he's playing a guy that's maxed a bunch of accounts and won a bunch of tournaments, but you know, when you never know. I mean, the guy might actually be legitimately at your level and just being a really good sport. And then to turn around and, you know, drop one on him when he could have won the match himself, no problem. Or, you know, tied it or whatever.
Birdie.
I don't know. This is my 2 cents. If someone, you know, were to miss a putt for me, I would chip it 5 feet from the hole just to be safe, just to make sure. Like, you want to settle in the shootout, buddy? Okay, let's do it. You know, you're being a good sport, let's do it. Alright, we got some range in the Guardian. Yeah, let's just go max backspin, see what happens.
Perfect shot.
Change my mind at the last second, give it a little more overpower, and oh, I still didn't give it enough. Too much backspin. That's not going to be okay. We did not stay on the shelf we needed to stay on.
Nice on.
I've only ever used Guardian when it's max Guardian, and even then only on a few select holes in certain tournaments. I do not have it down. I think the sniper on this account's like a level 8. It would probably be better at these shootouts, but whatever, we'll see what happens. I mean, pretty much your only real options of this is to be like 1 yard away or 3 yards away, depending on whether or not you stay on that shelf by the hole.
Great shot. Nice on.
Not terrible. I also don't know the one. I think he did. Oh, he won again. Alright, 2 wins. Neither of them really deserved, but we'll take them. Good game, Nick. That was super close, but he doesn't want to play again. I guess karma rewarded us by 1/4 of a yard for our kind gesture. Alright, keep going. You guys may have looked at the tournament holes more than I have, so if you notice one that's in the tournament, then by all means pay closer attention to that one. Okay, normally I would say we have to play this with a Kingmaker or Titan, but we probably still do. Okay.
Great shot.
Yep, hopefully we didn't miss great too much. Oh, no, that's going to be hot. Yeah, honestly, it didn't look that hot. Okay, so we should have stuck with like 2.5 top full. No worries, though. Even with the Malibu, if the wind's light or not, whatever, you can, I'm pretty sure, get close to, if not on the green. Pretty sure that chip is kind of BS. I don't know. I'd already finished Tour 10 on the last account that I played through with. After these holes were added, I've only seen them the one time in the tournament, really. But I like them. I wish these holes were around on Tour 10. They're fun and interesting, and you have to play some different kinds of shots versus the old original
shot.
Tour 10 holes, which are always straightforward. Like 3 drivable par 4s. There you go. Nick that rough. Opponent's in good shape. Don't know if he had to waste a Kingmaker on a 2-mile-per-hour wind, but a vicious side wind. Missing my Spitfire right about now. We may have missed by too much. Don't hit the rough, don't hit the rough. I knew we had to miss it on the right side. You know, if we'd have hit perfect, that might have
Nice
made it on the green. I've missed it by more than I meant to, but we got lucky the wind held it. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed on the bunker shots, or, you know, typically the bunker shots, those sand wedges, man, they put some loft on the ball, and the wind tends to affect it more than the rings, which is why I don't use the rings for bunker shots, or really rough shots. I know a lot of people, you know, are so whatever about rings, and they are important. You know, my driver, the long wood shots, long iron shots, some, you know, for like the full short iron
Perfect
shots,
shot.
minimum or mid-distance short iron shots, wedges, rough iron, sand shots of any distance. I honestly eyeball it all. Just, you know, experience playing the game. I don't ever really use the rings.
Eagle.
Alright, we're getting some holes in. I don't think we've gotten too many of the tournament holes yet. That one par 4 was important to show you guys. That's going to be a trap hole, what I like to call it. It's a hole that you know you should get a birdie, But one tiny slip up, you nick a piece of rough at the top of that hill, or you go through the fairway, which that's one
Perfect shot.
for you guys with the Thor 5 and 6 or
Eagle.
the U3. You're gonna have to be careful on that one, especially Jeffrey with that Thor 6. You will not be able to do max topspin like that unless there's a crazy headwind, which it will not be in pro. I mean, let's be real. If there is a headwind, it'll be super slight, and I doubt there'll be one at all. Should be a fun shot with an extra mile. I wonder if the extra mile can do the rough bump. Thor is great at this shot. Now we're pretty much guessing everything since there's no ball guard on this thing.
Great shot.
Holy crap, did they even hit the roof? Okay. Less topspin. If that, I couldn't see on the replay or on the angle that came in at, but if that hit the rough, then definitely ease up on the topspin, at least with a tailwind. Yeah, probably not the hammerhead, bud. I don't know, he's going for it. Well, man, I spoke too soon with the tailwind, not having to overpower. This could work.
Perfect shot.
Oh no, that got a weird bounce. Way too hot. Funny thing I've noticed when playing this account, no one ever backs out. Interesting. Can't catch a game half the time on my main account. My secondary account, he has less impressive banners, but still. Actually, that account's not at max trophies right now, so I've had less of a problem. I maxed that account out faster than I did my original, my main account, even though it has way less games. You know, I already went through the entire game once and was obviously a better player. I got bored before they changed the tournament holes for this last tournament and went down to Tour 10 again. But I didn't want to go to Tour 10 with max trophies and either only play replays or, you know, scare people into backing out all the time. So I actually dumped just to Tour 10. Not a big fan of dumping all my trophies and bludgeoning people in Tour 2 with, you know, an Apocalypse 6, so I've never really done a quote-unquote trophy dump. I've only dumped down to 10, but... Ooh, we must have been on the wrong side. That's not going to be good. But what I noticed is Tour 10, even having an Apocalypse 6, not that... Well, that worked out alright somehow. Having an Apoc 6, not that big of an advantage anymore. When I played through the very first time, Tour 10, I mean, you see like a Thor 4, an Apocalypse 3, a lot of people use an Extra Mile 8. I went through this time, I mean, Thor 6 and Apoc 5 or higher, every opponent. Even on that account with its clubs, I hardly ever outclubbed an opponent. You know, and it's surprising what you know, now I get all the posts and elite about Tour 10 has become some kind of takes forever to get through it nightmare because of the sheer volume of people that have all got a pretty good amount of skill and some pretty stacked bags, and they're all just beating the crap out of each other in there. Everyone's hovering around 50% because, you know, when everyone's pretty equal in every facet, it's really hard to gain an upper hand. You're hovering. Tour 11, honestly, I feel is a little easier for the simple fact that, yeah, you run into some sharks, you run into some big name players, and they will be really tough to beat, but you also run into some people stumbling into Tour 11 for the first time or the first 5 or 6 times they don't have it down yet. It's a pretty good mix. In Tour 10, it seemed like everyone I played seemed like they had just been there. And, you know, that makes them, very dangerous, because when you just sit on the same tour for an excessively long period of time, you get very, very good at the holes and shootouts. Man,
Great shot!
Which I think is part of the problem with the bog down. We can't get too far with that stupid inaccurate Guardian. But everyone's stuck on the tour. Everyone's gotten really good, and there's just no, there's just no advantage to have. It's just going to be a slow, painful grind for everyone getting through Tour 10 right now.
Great shot!
That's unlucky. Let's oh, that's still trying to go in.
Nice on!
That's still trying to go in. Let's see if our opponent can catch up. Maybe we can get a different shootout hole. Oh, hey, his name is Sean, too. And spelled the right way. That's an inside joke. My wife hates it when people spell Sean, S-E-A-N. It's wrong, she says. So, he has his name spelled correctly, so we will miss on purpose and allow him to go to a shootout with us. If he hurries up and hits this ball. And moves it about, well, too much. That might be right. Oh, yep, he missed it.
Great shot!
Good side, he's gonna be alright. That was a really good shot. I like it.
Nice on! Birdie!
Yeah, we'll keep going to Tour 7 for a little bit longer, then we'll move up to Tour 8 and see if we can get some of the Tour 8 holes.
Birdie!
We can't really do a whole ton other than maybe kind of look at some videos, look at some practice, look at Tommy's stuff. If you have an account that's, I think most of you, at least 3 of you I know, are past 7 and 8, so you probably don't want to have to worry about going back and playing bots and dumping trophies and all that, so you won't get a whole ton of practice. Monday is really where we're going to have to, put in some work, try out all the shots. Which is why I've been telling people, you guys are my second class of prep group. Throw in the Monday qualifier on purpose. A lot of people do it to get the extra qualifying offer, but the real value is in getting to the holes in extra time. Maybe even knowing that you're not going to qualify on purpose, trying some shots you wouldn't try. On occasion. Heck, is this even possible? Should I even think about doing this? Also, just honing in the regular shots. That's the difference between getting them to drop on the weekend and getting them to not drop on the weekend sometimes, is that little bit of extra practice there. Alright. We honestly, I know the Max Guardian's 90 accuracy. I don't even know what it is on this. Let's assume that we're going to move about that many rings. I think it's like 60 something maybe.
Perfect shot! Nice on!
And this cute little dog. He's got more trophies than the Master Span. He might actually want to play again. I'm guessing that's a no. Alright. Yeah, we filled up this spot. Puget Smalls. Not, maybe there's a reference to a movie or something that I'm not getting. I don't. Alright, everyone that's played this game for past Tour 2 has seen this hole. Yeah, not gonna do that from the Pro Tees with this club. This is why a lot of times for the for the lower tours, 6, 7, 8, maybe some 9. Kingmaker is not really that important because Katana's got enough distance and side span and everything. You can pull off all the shots with it. Easier to come by.
Perfect
There's all
shot.
the little qualifying offers, and those are cheap. Get a few gems, get a few katanas. Yeah, it's an underrated ball. Everyone's like, normally it's a Kingmaker Titan. I actually love the katana. There's a lot of holes. Honestly, even in Tour 10 and 11, I still use katanas unless the wind is extremely unfavorable. Even though I have like thousands of freaking Kingmakers, something's not always needed. And the side spin of the katana can, really bail you out. Especially if the club doesn't have a lot of curl.
Perfect shot.
Katana's more your friend if you play a lot of Thor's hammer than Titan balls, I think. Unless you just got a crazy tailwind and you want to bomb one, but. And you don't want to waste a Zerker or something else. But, because the Thor has limited curl, that's its only real blind spot. Great ball guide compared to the other drivers, good distance, great spin. Its blind spot is a little bit the curl factor. And that only really shows up on certain holes. And let's eyeball it to there.
Perfect shot.
Since I don't actually know the accuracy on this club, didn't look first. No, that's too much wind. Yeah, we overcooked the roast on that one. It's safe for me to do.
Nice on.
But I'm just kind of eyeballing it to the, I know it'll land in the fat part of the fairway. Which honestly isn't always a bad strategy if a shot's kind of dangerous, which obviously that one wasn't, but, I see a lot of people do that in tournaments. That, they play a good, how many of you guys have, in fact, have had a good opening, a good qualifying, or good opening, and had a bad weekend? And if you look back through the game film, your shots on your opening, like if you have the DU recorder and you record your opening and you record your weekend, I can almost guarantee that when you had a great opening and you have the course down really good, but then you have a poor weekend performance, it's because you started making micro adjustments. Trying to get a little closer, a little further off the tee. If I just get a little, I hit a really good tee shot. It's, safely in the middle of the fairway. But man, if I cut it a little closer to that rough and bounce over just a little further, I could have that second shot a little closer and increase my odds of making it by 2%. And oops, I nicked the rough. Round killer. Making a par or a birdie on a par 5 that isn't crazy. Those little. I'm trying to just hold it so tight on the weekend that I cut it too close to something and I make a mistake. You deviate from the original game plan. Like, well, I've been playing it this way, pretty safe. I'm making eagle all week, but I see that someone already put up a pretty good score, so I need to I need to do something crazy to try to play catch up. I need to gain on them somewhere, and then mistake. You have typically every tournament there's 3 or 4 holes that you have a pretty good chance of making an quote unquote extra on. You got a short iron in your hand if you just play safe and smart. Everybody thinks it's going to be driving the green and putting for Albie is how you win, but that's not true. I've won without great clubs or anything crazy. I won last week on this account against a guy that put up a 24 under. I'm sorry, he put up a 23 under. I put up a 24 under. And he was playing with Apocalypse 6. That's the guy I was talking about down in Pro. But, I'm sure he was able to maybe, get across on hole 3 with the Pak 6 because you had straight tailwind in Pro where you only had kind of a side wind in Expert. So if you had a high enough level club in Pro, you could actually get across on 3 both times and make a handful of eagles and get the 23, 24 under without having to make anything extra anywhere else.
Perfect shot.
All my extras came from distance. You know, Thorn Shot, dropped it. You know, Guardian Shot, dropped the hole in one.
Nice
You
on.
know, you can play smart and consistent and get a few extras to drop and have a great score. You know, you have to be wary of where you pick and choose, where you take your chances. And you know, you can't in a lot of these tournaments just be bombs away on everything and hope that it all works out.
Perfect shot.
Sometimes, you know, in our effort to get too close, we end up,
Nice
you know,
on.
kind of messing up a little bit. You know, that's why I say, you know, especially in tournaments, I try to, unless it's one of the shots I feel I can definitely make, but if it's a shot that the make percentage is super low and I'm just trying to get something where I shouldn't, I typically, you know, play to what I call, you know, some bailout area. Like, okay, I'm going to hit it perfect, it's going to land right here. And that's all well and good. But if it doesn't, if I miss great on right or left, where's it going to land? Okay, I still have plenty of room because I didn't go crazy hugging any one area, too close to a bunker, too close to the rough. You know, I left myself a bailout. You know, if I don't hit it exactly the way I want, I misjudged it. You know, I think that's pretty key to being very consistent in tournaments. Okay, yeah, you're not going to win every tournament anyway, but you know, I think in all my expert tournaments, I think I've played like 12 or 13 expert tournaments. I think I've got like 3 gold, 4 silver, and 3 bronze in expert. But in those like 12, 13 tournaments, I think I finished outside the top 10 maybe 2 or 3 times, and I just really playing like crap. You know, you can consistently get in the top 10 if you just get like 1 better than the expected score. So if all the par 5s are easily drivable, you just make all birdies and eagles on the par 5s. That's typically 24 under is what we consider the baseline for doing well in a tournament with no mistakes. You know, you just do that and get 1 extra to fall, you're going to be in the top 10. You know, especially in pro, but most likely even still in expert. Now, if you want to win, yeah, you're gonna have to get something to drop from somewhere. You're gonna need a couple extra eagles or hole-in-ones. You're gonna need to shoot 26, 27 under. You know, with the exception of that last tournament, they made the win brutal in expert and way more brutal in master, so the scores weren't as inflated. And honestly, I kind of hope they do that this time. Rookie and pro can keep getting favorable wins, but the expert and the masters division need to keep getting less favorable wins. You know, because honestly, even though I have an Apoc 6 and some snow globes and some other stuff, I really don't want to win tournaments by no one else being, you know, the field being cut down to only 10% of the people who can reach on a par 5 and drive the green and get an easy albatross. You know, I'd rather have some headwind and, you know, all of us have to try to actually make the shot.
Great shot.
In the tournament, I want to say I had a big tailwind. I used Thor's hammer, a lot of side spin. I don't know. Yeah, with no tailwind in this club, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think we're going to try something else. You guys play real golf? Anyone ever tell you that theory about trees being 90% air? Let's find out.
Perfect shot.
Nope. Not 90% air that time. We went right into one. Yeah, figured worth a shot. He's in the bunker, and this is not an easy chip. If he makes it, he deserves a win. Hopefully we can get out of those trees and still get on the green, though. Timothy, I would. Okay, well, let's see. Let us see.
Great shot.
Oh, look at Cash Money over here.
Eagle.
You, my man, get the clappy hands. Let's see if we even have a shot to play. Show me some kind of review. Heh, nope. Nope, we are boned.
Great shot. Nice on.
Good game, bud. That was actually pretty funny. We almost made it out of the trees. But still no rematch. No one wants to play. Alright, let's win back what we lost real quick, and then we'll move on to Tour 8. And get some, you know, some Asian Tour in there, and maybe get some of those tournament holes. This one again, oh, we get a chance to maybe redeem ourselves for the whatever the earlier. Ugh, not a big fan of that wind. I don't remember what the wind was last time. Actually, we're gonna land. A little shorter this time. Miss it purposely right about. Oh, no, we hit perfect.
Perfect shot.
Wanted to miss it great just on the inside. Oh, apparently a little bit of headwind. Stupid extra mile. Guess we should have laid up. Hopefully our opponent does not join in our folly. Nope. And a good sense after seeing our shenanigans to just play smart.
Great shot.
No, did he lay back too much? If he's got a sniper equipped, he might be. That depends on the wind. See what we get. No, we ain't making it. No, he didn't get any wind.
Great shot.
Yeah, we're in the fairway. I don't think that's an extremely makeable shot with most likely a Goliath. Yeah, that might be in thorn range. If it's in thorn range, we got a chance. Oh, no, yeah. We might have a chance with a thorn. And no wind. Nah, I'll probably do like one or two more right spin. Oh. Should be okay. You probably didn't need the overpower, but it should still be safe. There's a little bit of a backstop.
Perfect shot.
That's gonna work out for him. Oh. Wow, I was wrong. He's in trouble. That is not a bunker shot I envy. Come on. Yes.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
Didn't play it far enough over. I didn't want it to bounce on that side hill and then get a bad kick, but I guess what we could have done was put maybe one side spin left and landed where we landed. Maybe a hair curl to kill the wind. But hindsight, spit one. See, I don't like people see that the master level / maxed out trophy players play a certain club, so they immediately
Great
jump on
shot.
the bandwagon. But that's not how we really do it. We switch clubs.
Nice
I level
on.
up. You know, I play with Backbone. Then I got to level up Goliath and switch to that. Then, eventually I got Max B52, and that's what I play now. But, same for the other clubs. Spit one is not better than, he probably has a Malibu 6 or 7 right now.
Birdie.
Definitely not better than a higher level Malibu at this point. Sacrificing an extra, couple yards, but then having no real chipping ability by comparison to, to the other club. If you're hitting a lot of fairway bunkers, which I know it's going to sound some kind of way because I literally just did, but if you're hitting a lot of fairway bunkers, you're probably not going to win a whole bunch anyway. But if you hit a bunker around the green, which happens a lot, your chip-in chance with Malibu 7 is way better than theirs with a Spitfire 1. Alright, this is an extremely easy shootout. One that I typically never cared for and didn't do well. I think this is why. I think what I'm doing right now is the reason. Pretty sure you play too much backspin. Pretty sure a better way to go about this is
Great shot.
there we go.
Nice on.
I just remembered at the last second that this hole, right by the hole, has a little hill in front of it, and if you hit behind the hole with too much backspin, it'll roll down and get like 4 yards away. Safer play was to calculate a little overpower on the Goliath, but with some forward rolls, so that if it went up the top of the hill, it would check up and stop there. Been a little while since I've played a lot of these holes, but that one's probably safer to play that way. I think you'll make more hole-in-ones that way too on this one.
Great shot. Nice on.
Shut up. Alright, let's go to the right and play a few there. See if we can get another couple tournament holes.
You built this deck, right? Somebody says you need a permit. Not for freestanding self-supporting decks. This deck is not measured. Which is the exact same thing he told me about that patio.
Copy all of it. Alright.
Bailey, would you please?
Alright.
Great shot.
Hold up. There we go. Risky shots, not what I would suggest in tournament play. I've played this hole a bunch in some of these silly friendly tournaments. It always shows up. Used the side spin, the curl, and used missing the perfect a little bit on the inside. I almost overcooked it, but it was super close to get it to hold tight to the side there. That's pretty much the exact shot I don't want you guys to like do in tournament play, especially on the weekend. Try to cut super close to get a little bit of an advantage, to get a little closer.
Great
In
shot.
fact, that's why I did it. I did it on purpose. It was a how not to example. Sure, we'll go with that.
Perfect shot.
Oh,
Nice on.
we're a little long on tour 7. Play a couple tour 8s. All right. Okay. Wife is informing me that our Chinese food has arrived, but we'll play a couple more. Try to get some tour 8 in here real quick. Get some tournament holes. This was one I remember some tournaments back that we got a crazy tailwind on expert, and people were actually driving the green on this one, even with extra mile 8. If you used the Globe or Berserker. Now granted, you had to bounce one hop over the water, nick the rough, and then roll up. You know, otherwise you could go too long, or you got a weird hop if you go in the water.
Great shot.
But a lot of people were driving this green. Again, even if we did have the clubs, I doubt we'll get that kind of wind.
Nice on.
And I doubt you'll see that kind of wind in expert again, because they're trying not to give favorable super tailwinds where everyone can just bomb a Pak 6 and drive every green anymore.
Birdie.
Don't get me wrong, if you have a Apocalypse 5 or better, even 4 for some holes, depending on what your Thor level is, you know, I feel like it's the best tournament driver, so it is a big advantage, and a Pak 5 or higher is a must in Masters. It just is. If you're going to be too outgunned,
Birdie.
top 25, and maybe if you just played some crazy golf at top 10, yeah, but you're not going to compete. Probably not top 10, to be honest. You know, it's just a great tournament driver. You know, the only reason I don't really use it in Tour 11 all the time is, I mean, the Pak 6, now that I have it, I use a lot more. But, you know, when I had a Pak 5, you know, it's because the Thor 6, which I got first, is a much better shootout driver. Like, not even close, in my opinion. I think we're going to roll the dice with this. Some more. One more time, let's just hit it.
Perfect shot.
Another indecision on our part. Oh, what a stupid bounce.
Nice on.
What a dumb bounce. We got a shaft a little bit on that one, but that's alright. Yeah, if I was you, I'd use the sniper and more backspin. Probably should have used the Guardian and more backspin, in hindsight. Honestly, you should probably switch to that sniper for these Tour 8 holes anyway. I don't think there's a single shootout on Tour 8 that you need a Guardian for.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
Luke's not much of a talker, but that's okay. I'll hold it against you, buddy. Don't play again. Nope. Hit this net. Alright, I want to get that one long par 5 where I can show you guys the rough. Well, what did I just say? Nope, too late. Chimo from Canada. Or at the very least, a fan of some kind of Canadian sports team. Nah, I remember this one from the tournament. This was one of those, if you had landscape mode, you could drive the green. If you didn't, you couldn't. And everyone was making a big fuss about landscape mode. I was like, yeah, well, landscape mode is kind of a advantage in certain holes, but it's not like you can't win without it. Good buddy of mine who does a lot of awesome streams.
Perfect
you
shot.
guys should check it out, Spencer Hamilton. He, like me, plays with an iPhone, and he's got banners at the Yang on his accounts. Expert Gold, Masters Gold. You know, he's one of the better players in the game, and, you know, no landscape mode. So, sure, it can be an advantage sometimes, but it's not a deal breaker. You can win without it. Oh, phone's dying. I think we maybe didn't play close enough to the left. No, we did. In the fairway. Almost played too close to the left.
Great shot. Nice on. Perfect shot. Nice on.
One less top spin, maybe. Or, you know, one more ring of wind, one or the other. Oh, man, he's a little further away than I thought. Where are your hole? Should I make a crude joke about putting some hair on it? No, probably inappropriate. It's probably not going to go in. Oh, BS. Sorry, but I want to try to get some more holes in, and dinner's waiting, so you don't get the freebies the other guys got. Normally I would, but
Eagle.
I'm trying to get at least a couple more holes in for you guys. Again, I'm just streaming this for you guys to maybe see how I play a couple of holes, especially with lesser clubs. You know, maybe some of you guys will notice something that you know, that I do that you're not doing. Feel free in the chat to ask why. I got nothing going on for the rest of the night. I'm gonna play some PUBG, shoot some people in the face with my wife and kid, and they both play. But you know, if you have any questions, you know, anything, you know, anything you see on my stream, anything I'm putting in there with Tommy, and the reason I give you like a little commentary you know, when I give you Tommy's videos, I know you guys can just go watch Tommy's videos. A lot of you guys probably already subscribe to his stream. But, you know, when Tommy does his videos, he does them, you know, this is how I'm playing it. But that's not necessarily how you guys should play it all the time or with the right clubs. Like I said, you know, Tommy's one of the most skilled players in the entire game, so, you know, can't always do what Tommy does. I know there's no chance in hell, but let's just do it anyway.
Perfect shot.
Nice little second fairway hop. Oh, hey, you know what? This account does not have a Max Nirvana or an Amazon. But to be fair, if we'd have laid off, we wouldn't be able to reach with the Guardian we have anyway. So we just bombed one just for the sake of bombing one. Like Eric's not going to use any overpower, he's just going to hit it, see what happens.
Perfect shot.
I think he'll be plenty safe. Yep. No position. Wow,
Great shot.
I did not mean to miss up that far. I mean, luckily it's a giant chunk of fat fairway with a minimum distance shot, so no harm, but...
Perfect shot.
Oh, but anyway, lost my train of thought. But yeah, you guys, you know, you guys are a much quieter group than my last group, man. Those guys were a bucket of questions, which is great. Exactly why, you know, I do this. So you guys can ask all the questions you want. Now, I mean, a couple of you guys, you know, if you've played long enough to end up with Thor 6, you probably don't have too many basic questions. But, you know, like I said, Monday we'll start to really focus on the tournament, but if you guys have any questions between now and Monday, regular tour play, whatever tour you're on, stuck on, you know, anything like that, feel free. You know. You know, anything that makes you guys better players is going to make you better in tournaments too. You know, it stands to reason.
Perfect shot.
Get one. Yeah. I'd love to say that the clubs are an excuse because we're not as leveled up, but honestly, we're just not getting stuff to drop today.
Nice
it's fine. I
off.
knew it bets went down the hill, buddy. I don't know. I've always been a lot of people, you know, they use the Hornet or use the Thorn and let it, you know, one or two bounce and try to drop it in. I've always liked the full backspin shots. I try to aim the shot a lot of times if I can help it, unless there's a lot of headwind, you gotta aim a little further up to where it bounces once and then the second bounce almost goes in the hole or goes in the hole. And then if you miss, sometimes it'll come back in the backspin. So it kind of gives you two chances to get the ball to go in, you know, especially with a tailwind. You know.
Perfect shot.
You know, the other beauty of that shot is it's an extremely safe
Nice
shot.
off.
You know, unless you're like on a huge hill. Oops. That wasn't the emoji we meant, but we'll just let them, we'll let it lie, whatever.
Birdie.
You know, it's a safe shot because you're flying over any potential danger. You're not one-hopping. You're not going to get a weird fringe glitch bounce where the ball shoots off the green. Yeah, I think you can make this one, buddy. I'm curious, man. He seems really... He's only played 1,300 games. Looks like he made his first attempt at pro. Didn't care for it. Went back to rookie. Oh, hey. There is one shootout we're gonna be late. We got the Guardian.
Great shot.
No, that carried further than I thought. And look at
Nice
that. Hit the little
off.
side hill guy that I wanted to, but because of the Guardian's backspin, we still got away with it. And this is going to be a very difficult shot with no side spin, and it kind of goes in two. And an 11 pump hour crosswind. Yeah, I also like doing the rough pump because you can get a lot of hole-in-ones, but with a Cat 2 in this wind, you know, maybe with a sniper and a Bandera ball, I would say, yeah. Not to say that he can't pull it off, especially if he's
Perfect
practiced this
shot.
shot a lot, but it's a very dangerous shot for that reason. Yes.
I need to send him this so he can review it, and then he wants to set the meeting between the three of us after the 4th
Okay.
to go over everything.
Nice. Alright guys, last one. It's dinner time. Yeah. Yeah, of course, I mean, I can maybe play some more Saturday or Sunday. If there's any particular hole you guys really want to see, I'll try to get that hole, but no guarantee. Yeah, look, friendly wind. I don't know if that's enough wind for this, but let's try anyway.
Great shot.
Oh, it was just enough wind. We got over. Now we should have a minimum, maybe slightly past minimum distance thorn shot. Another chance to backspin one in there, like we like to do. I mean, you got more topspin than us, Antonio. You gotta go for it. I think the topspin goes from 50 to 67 when you go from EM7 to EM8. He'll definitely clear by a lot if he hits a good shot and doesn't nick the bunker.
Great shot.
He missed by a little more than we did, but he's still okay. Yeah, he came in there. I don't think we went that much further than us, despite the extra. Oh, we use a Titan ball. That's why. Yeah, I said we were gonna backspin, we're not.
Great shot.
Oh,
Nice
I think
on.
more top spin and less wind adjustment. Should have just tried to backspin it. When you're, if it hasn't already, when your sword gets to 8, you get like 4.1 or 4.2 ball guide. And you can really kind of narrow those adjustments in and get those shots to drop more. I'm out of practice with guessing where the ball guide is.
Great shot. Nice on.
How short it is. So one last shootout. Let's see what we can do.
Birdie. Birdie.
Oh, it's everybody's favorite shootout. Everyone loves this one.
What I love about it is that they're going to so accurate.
Oh, we had a little
Great
needle
shot.
jump there. That's going to be like 6 miles to the freaking right. Well, that's unfortunate.
Nice on.
Alright. We're ending on a bad note. I hate when it lags and does that. It's pretty rare here. We got pretty good Wi-Fi, but that was a little needle jump. I mean, still don't think I hit a good shot, but needle jump never helps. We missed that by a mile. Well, all you have to do is pretty much hit this straight. Missed a golden opportunity there. You go into a shootout against a big dog, you should be licking your chops because they're at a pretty big disadvantage with the accuracy of the club, but
Great
he's
shot.
going to have to be crazy accurate to beat that.
Nice on.
He almost went to the old guy there. Who in the heck was that? Okay, surprising win. But whatever. Sorry, Antonio. That was a... I don't know what that was. Something. It happened. But like I said, guys, you know, if you have an account, even a backup account that's in the lower tours, that you can play a little 7 and 8, get a little practice in. If not, as Tommy keeps putting out the videos, I'll keep, you know, sending them to you guys in the chat and we can discuss, you know, whether we, you know, he played it, you know, the way that you would want to play it or should play it based on your clubs. Because Tommy's account is a true pro / expert account that he was playing these holes on too, meaning that, you know, it's an account that typically would be at about that level, and so are the clubs. For you guys that have advanced clubs, you know, the shots Tommy made and the shots that I'll probably make on Monday are, you know, going to be a good ballpark for how to play the hole in general, but you're going to be able to play better shots than we're able to play given the club limitations. So we'll definitely work on that. In fact, since I have so many guys that have closer to, well, not closer to, that have expert level clubs, expert tournament level clubs, maybe I'll show you guys. I'll post in there for you to review at your convenience my pro stream for this account and the pro, so you guys can see the wins and how I played it in a specific environment. But I think I'll also tag you guys in one of my my other accounts, expert 9 holes, because that'll be more apples to apples as far as clubs. My backup account has Thor 6 and a POC 5, and that's pretty close to what you guys are rocking. So you'll have to disregard the wins, and you know you won't be able to copy the adjustments. But you know, I think maybe seeing how I play with lower clubs in the same wins and how I play with the same clubs you have, and different wins, maybe you can kind of put the two together. You know, last time all my pro guys, I'm pretty sure this account had better clubs than they did, so I was trying to hold back, you know, not play too many far overpowery kind of shots. With you guys, I don't think we have to hold back at all. It's gonna definitely be put our pedal to the gas, foot to the gas pedal a little bit this week. But all right, you guys have a good rest of your night. Watch this whenever you get a chance. And again, questions, whatever you got. You know, that's what we're here in a group. You know, group knowledge is how a lot of us got good in the first place. You know, through Elite, through, you know, asking players that have progressed further in the game, been around longer. You know, that's the whole idea here. So you guys don't have to be so quiet in this chat. All right, later, guys.